Hello, this is my first attempt at a YouTube channel, video, so please be kind. I've been making cards, journals, notebooks for such a long time, and I have an enormous amount of scraps, particularly black and white scraps. Just recently, I've discovered the art of making jewellery from paper. Okay, so I've just got some punched out squares here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll do another 6 over here. 6. And I just used my square punch. You can use any shaped punch you like. And what I do, once I've got my squares, is I take square number 1 and some glue and a paintbrush, and I just paint the top of that with glue. Make sure you go to all the edges. Take another piece of card, stick it on the top, make sure it's all lined up. Squish it down at the edges. And then move on to your next piece. Make the same thing again. Another piece of card and stick it on. And you can do this with die cuts. In fact, I've got some die cut earrings that I made today. I can show you shortly. And it is an excellent way to use up your scraps and make some beautiful jewellery to either use yourself or you can sell it. You can personalise it. If you have a fairly decent printer that prints out photos really nicely, you could put a little photo on that square. That would be nice. Unfortunately, my printer's not that great, so although I probably could print a photo, it wouldn't look good. It wouldn't look quality, which is a bit unfortunate. And just keep going. Oops. Sometimes they might move because it's only PVA glue, but as long as you square them all up again, it will be fine. Now I'm using 6 layers, and obviously you can go as thick or as thin as you like, but I wouldn't go too thick, especially if you're making earrings, because as I'm sure you're all aware, paper can be quite heavy, and you don't want heavy on your ears. So just make sure it's all squared up. And that now is like a piece of chipboard. Don't worry if you get glue, because you're going to cover it anyway. Okay. So you're going to make 2 of those, and I don't know if you can see how thick that is. I've got 2 I made here earlier, and they're pretty solid. Okay, so I'm going to put these to one side, and what I'm going to do now is glue my little pictures on. Now I've just got this marbly paper with some foil on, but you can use whatever you want. I'm actually going to do 1 pink and 1 green, I think. So again, glue on your square right up to all the edges, and push on your piece of colour, trying not to get glue on the actual picture. Okay, and then just make sure you haven't got any glue on your fingers. On the other side, more glue again. And the other green one. Rub any glue off my fingers so I don't get it on here. And that's the first one done. Now let's do this one. I've seen people make these earrings in different ways, but my preferred way is to use my heat gun and UT ultra thick embossing enamel. It gives it a really nice glossy finish, and it makes them feel like beads. You can use glossy accents. You could just paint them. Whatever you like, really. You can make them as big as you like or as small as you like. I only have 1 size paper, square paper punch. However, you can use a paper trimmer to cut your squares in whatever size you like. So, now that we're there, my daughter's been in here and I don't know what she's done with my little sponge that I had. She threw it at me. Oh, there it is. This is just a makeup sponge. And all I'm going to do is put my little square on top of there. You can put your hole wherever you like, but I'm going to have it in the top here so it's like a diamond shape. So all you're going to do is push down onto your sponge, and it will go through, even though it's quite thick. It may separate your pages slightly, but just push them back together. Push that through, and then go through from the back. Otherwise your hole might not be big enough. Okay. I'm just going to do that on this one as well. Okay, see, this one didn't separate, so for some reason this one must have been a bit, perhaps that one was not quite so dry. I don't know. I did actually clamp these while they were drying with some little pegs. I'll just put them on there like that. So that might be why. So now you want a little jump ring. I'm going to put gold on, I think. So So I've got 2 of them out. Oh no, I thought I picked up 2 there, but I didn't. 2. And these are my little jewellery pliers, and just a normal pair of pliers, but they did come as a pair. These 2 actually came in with this kit. Sometimes you can just open these jump rings with your fingers, but it wrecks your nails. So I have started using the pliers. Pop that through, and seal your jump ring back up. Okay, well, that's the first one done. Now number 2, if I can pick the jump ring up. Now sometimes for me the hardest bit is finding the join. There it is. Oh, I'm trying to poke it through the hole and it's not even in the hole. There we go. Okay. And then close that back up. Now, for the next step, I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to move my glue out of the way. And I'm going to bring this in. My embossing ink. And my heat gun. So, I also need my tweezers. Get your embossing ink. Cover that. Cover the other side. I like to use my tweezers so I'm not putting my finger in the ink. Make sure you've got a good grip. Get your UT. Sprinkle it over. Give it a good sprinkling. Turn it over. Do the other side. And then I forgot to put my heat gun on first to warm it up a little bit. Just move that out of the way. We don't want that blowing everywhere. And I've got one out drying out. Okay. And we're just going to melt the UT on one side first. Now we're going to turn it over, melt this side. Put some more UT on the top. Melt again. And you can see it all going all glossy. Oh, I don't know if you can, but I can. And again, more UT on the top. And this stuff is so satisfying to watch melt. And again. And now I'm just going to move my tweezers and heat again. over. Reheat this side to melt the UT. Sprinkle more on. And more. Remove the tweezers. Be careful you don't touch metal bits, because that jump ring was very hot. More UT. And I think one more layer. And this is why I prefer using the UT as opposed to glossy accents. Glossy accents, you have to wait for it to dry. This is touch ready almost instantly. Now, I don't know if you can see, those tweezers have pulled a big chunk off there. So what I'm going to do is reheat that. It is actually quite tricky. Okay, so I do need to put some more. Just to fill that hole. And you can, I don't know if you can see it rippling about. There we go. Now these are touch dry. Very quickly. They are a little bit warm, but they're touch dry. Oh, ow. Yeah, like I say, a little bit warm. First video, guys. So I don't know if you can now see the difference between the two. This is the one with UT on, and this is the one without. So now I've got my jump ring there. Now I'm ready for this one anyway. To pop another jump ring on. Oh, miscalculated where the gap was there. So I can now pop another jump ring through there and pop an earring hoop on there and close that back up. And there you have one square enamelled earring. You can add beads on the bottom, you can add anything you want to it. anything you want, and you can do whatever papers you like. And here's my little box of some that I made earlier. Okay, let's just move those bits out of the way. I'll finish that one off later. So I've got, these I made with my die cuts. So we've got a set of owls, and these are earrings. I know they're slightly big, but I do think they're gorgeous. Sorry guys, they're in a little box and they're all tangled up together. I need to put them, sort them out onto some cards. Little teapot, a little Tinkerbell, and I do have the pairs for these, don't worry. A key, a cactus. There's the other cactus. There's the other Tinkerbell. I've got a, I don't know whether you'd call that a milkshake or a hot chocolate. Call it what you will. I have a seahorse. Oh, and I love these ones. I absolutely love these. They're little cats. If you're a cat lover, they're adorable. What else do I have? I also have this last set that I made that I used my flower punch for, and I added a dangle on the bottom. So that's just one of these well, they're not very straight, but you know, you have to straighten them out a bit. It was a flat pin, put some beads on, added it onto the jump ring at the bottom, and curled the hoop over. And I think those are beautiful. I would definitely wear those, except my ears are closed over, so I can't wear earrings anymore. But never mind. Anyway, that's my first video finished. I hope you like it. And there'll be other videos coming shortly. All sorts of paper crafting videos. It could be cards, it could be journals, it could be storage ideas, it could be jewellery, anything. Okay, but I will say I do have a full-time job, so you're not going to get as many videos as you would from full-time YouTubers. Sorry about that, but there you go. It is what it is. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.